cannot cut steak with a necklace in your hand, Adele. Why not put it down? Just for a while.
No. Thank you, madame, but I can't afford to lose it again.
Zut! This is practically a tire, not a steak.
Allow me.
No. Thank you.
Oh, Madame Boaniche. It's been a long time. I'm glad to see that you're still in Paris.
And you? Still in search of your lost fate?
I'm not sure anymore. What you said may have been right. Fate is a kind of erratic stream. To search for meaning in it or impose meaning upon it is pointless. Even so, some part of me still longs to try. Perhaps it will one day be in reach. But I wouldn't want us to dwell on my insignificant problems. I understand that Professor Rousseau has made some interesting breakthroughs in the resurrection of the dead. Though first, perhaps you'd introduce the Signora here?
She is the one I spoke of before. The girl who stands at the confluence of streams. Adele, this is a regular of mine. We call him Hummingbird.
A pleasure, I'm sure.
Ah, yes. I see what she means. You look a little pensive, Signora. I wonder, have you found yourself seeing otherworldly figures and hearing elusive voices? Are you still yourself?
What are you talking about?
I'd say you'd prefer these over steak.
They're passable. Though nowhere near as good as La Durée, I must say.
The professor is about to give his speech. If you don't mind, Madame Boaniche, might we continue our chat later?
What on earth is Rousseau up to?
He has an announcement to make. One that defines his life's work. Ah, it seems he's made himself presentable for the occasion.
Greetings, dear brethren. We gather here today to celebrate a momentous discovery. One that belongs to arcanists alone. A breakthrough that lies far beyond the reach of human comprehension.
Enough with the self-aggrandizing. Get to the point. I didn't come all this way to watch you pump yourself full of hot air.
There's no need to rush, is there, Animus? We have all the time we need. Since the year 1999, our search for the Promised Land has never ceased. Following the will of the Guiding One, we have unraveled countless mysteries of this storm. For this great cause, many of our noble comrades paid the greatest sacrifice. their souls sowing the seeds of our coming harvest. Our endeavor was never expected to be easy. But tell me, has it ever crossed your minds whether this storm is the sole path to the promised land we have collectively sought to bring about? Further still, do all of us here, myself included, share in the same vision of that world? We are nothing like the Foundation's numb, obedient lapdogs, incapable of independent thought. Wouldn't you agree? This storm promises only a change to our imperfect, superficial world. Yet I believe a transcendent world may be drawn up from the depths of myth. A world where each and every dream becomes reality. Tell me, which would you prefer?
Same old song and dance. Perhaps you care to show something new and actually feasible for once. Otherwise, you'll get naught from me.
My dear Animus, worry not, for I have come well prepared to open your eyes. I have discovered a means to access the depths of myth, and through it achieved a miracle. The miracle of resurrection. Allow me to demonstrate. When one's flesh and spirit are fully immersed in the depths of myth, their body frays and sinks until, eventually, it disintegrates. Yet the spirit remains intact. For in that realm, the spirit is itself the most authentic and pristine substance. Reality as we know it is nothing more than a crude layer of degraded substance laid over the depths of myth. And so long as one's consciousness remains within its maelstrom, that person may be raised from it again. Our Felicienne here is the very proof that the mind alone may be brought back to physical reality. Though she perished, she now sits before us once more. So, one and all, let us raise a toast to her revival.
Roseau, what in heaven's name are you trying to say?
Ah, Felicienne, you've fully rejoined us now, haven't you? Won't you please introduce yourself?
What do you expect me to say? You know very well who I am.
How are you feeling?
I would feel a great deal better without your patronizing tone, madame. I have neither need nor want of your sympathy. Ahem.
Voici là. Before you now is Felicienne, Priestess of Lightning, Advisor to the Sun King, Vassal of the Guiding One. Attend to my words. I have conquered fate and overcome death itself to stand here. I arose from the depths of myth by my own power, unlike the poor, unworthy fools Roseau sent in. Yet he dares to claim this miraculous deed for his own. Quelle honte, monsieur! Have you no shame? But of course you don't. All of you non-entities lack in both gratitude and shame, basking in the grace of the Guiding One and myself without even realizing it. Did you think you had even scratched the surface of the power that dwells here? Roseau, you utter fool! This affront of yours ought to cost you your life. Yet, I am not so base as to destroy what may still have use. So, just this once, I will forgive you. As for the rest of you, my forgiveness likewise extends to the rudeness you all showed in stuffing your faces before toasting to my health. Et maintenant, à ma santé!
This is a miracle. Bringing the dead back to life. It isn't really possible, is it?
He came back to life? So it can't die anymore like what the guardian once said?
What a farce. All you've done is manipulated some girl into believing she's Felicienne, and yet you dare to call it a miraculous resurrection. What utter blasphemy! An offense to the word miracle and to the guiding one herself.
I heard another voice in Felicienne. One that belongs to someone else. Could that mean...
Why do we speak as if she is not present? Let us bring our concerns to her. There are things only the true Felicienne would know.
Mind alone, returning to reality? But has Felicienne lost her arcane skills in the process? If so, then this revival is meaningless.
Whatever the case may be, if this is a true venue of life eternal, should we not seize it? At least until we find an alchemist capable of concocting the Fountain of Youth. I believe I see one drawback already. Only one who dies in the depths of myth may be returned from it. To die elsewhere would be to lose the original image of one's being. I imagine this is our shared goal then, to unleash the depths of myth upon the material world, so that we might render a collective image of all who dwell in this era to be raised anew.
But ought we not to first celebrate Felicienne's return? Though I must say it is a strange sort of return. How different she looks, n'est-ce pas?
True. This dowdy girl is a poor vessel for one so noble.
Mind your tongues. You're speaking of my new body here. For all her faults, I would not call the girl dowdy. She simply chose to turn a blind eye to beauty. I've always felt she picked the wrong career. I admit, it did her some good. She learned to read people and how to put them at ease. But it pulled her further from her true heritage and from the refined taste expected of a jewel hunter.
Alors, Felicienne, your right hand, is it all right?
Whatever do you mean?
Do you not feel it trembling? Oh, zut! Is something wrong?
Oh, Adele, you insolent!
Straight to the point. I like that.
All right, I'll handle this.
Into the
Dérive dans le flot des séphirotes.
Decode complete. An accurate reading.
It will be over before you feel
Rico
it.
stirred.
Comme la
Wait for the...
Bravo, merci.
Fate has revealed itself to you.
Addio, straniero. Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
You! You're Manus Vindicte! Why did you bring me here? What are you doing to me? Arrête! I will not accept any damage to my body, Ustrina. Nor from you, Lyra. One move, and I'll burn you to a crisp, inside and out.
What's happened, Felicienne? It is only us. We're still here at the banquet throne in your honor.
Stop your prattling, you rubbish dump. Another word and I'll rip that canvas to shreds.
She's so angry. That means she has to really be Felicienne.
Words of wisdom from a puppet of all things. Need I point out who pulls your strings, hypothetic? You cowards! Ganging up on a poor, innocent woman! Each and every one of you is a monster! I won't play whatever game you have in store for me. Get out of my way!
Fascinating. Though Felicienne's spirit has seized control of her body, the former spirit seems able to resist. If I am indeed correct, what we are seeing is their thoughts and memories beginning to blend, causing this confusion.
Laurent Rousseau, you've been in league with Manus Vindicte all along. You were lying to me. Everything Celia said was true.
My dear, no one here has mentioned Manus Vindicte but you. Yet you seem to know a great deal about those present already. Far too much to be a mere guess. You have met these people before.
I won't let you play with my mind again, Beryl. Celia told me all about these thugs. She told me everything. Maybe not exactly everything, but she did tell me that it was Manus Vindicte that killed her. Roseau! Felicienne! You killed her! You murderous manus scum!
I believe it is time you faced the truth.
The truth? What is it this time? You think I don't see through you?
You killed Cilia. In that place where the archive of imagery overlapped with reality. You killed her by your own hand.
What?
You remember it, do you not? You allowed it to happen.
This is... no.
Felicienne has quite the flair for the dramatics, doesn't she? And as always, our audience simply sat back, their eyes glued and mouths agape. We are indeed fortunate for your skill in divination. We will have to wait for Felicienne to return to her senses, but thereafter we follow the plan as discussed. Using the French blue as our focal point, we will draw up the true, perfect Paris from the depths of myth. Democratic, independent, chosen by her people and shaped by the dreams of every one of her citizens.
I have seen many versions of Paris, from flames to paradise. Nothing is beyond possibility.
Alors, tomorrow at dawn, we will perform the final ritual atop the Eiffel Tower.
Liberté! Égalité! Fraternité! Deliver what was promised!
Hear our voice! Respect our demands!
8-hour workdays! Better wages! Paid vacations!
No more hunger! We will not let the Bastille frighten us! Let the king and queen answer! Give power to the people!
Drive them out of Versailles! Bring them here to Paris!
Liberty or death!
Liberty or death!
Tu voulais, jeunesse, je l'ai offerte. Le diamant tout court, tu m'as noué. Mots de miel, faux langage, m'ont jeté dans la cage.
Quelle surprise! The great Felicienne seems in better spirits now.
Et tout ce qu'on ne clôt dans le silence, dans un coffret noir, loin sous la terre.
Though I feel this isn't the time or place for such a song, mademoiselle.
Adele would never interrupt me the way you did. What a shame she never heard this song. But you wish to speak business, yes? Then let us talk. First, answer me this. Why has there been near or no progress in passing on the Guiding One's teachings, despite the many changes in Era? You've elected to ignore your most sacred duty, throwing aside her benevolent instructions in favor of your pursuit of knowledge. Without my leadership to inspire you, this organization is about as useful as a chocolate teapot, it seems.
Please, mademoiselle. All these problems will be solved once I unravel the deepest secrets of the depth of myth.
Look at you, still clinging to that old drivel. Did I not already expose your worthlessness? I'd have had you swept out by the servants in my day.
But you're living proof of my thesis. You came back from the depths of myth. How can you not believe?
What I believe in is my ability to conquer death. I have no particular interest in your imaginary Paris. Nor your babbling nonsense about ideals.
It is our shared goal to return the world to its most glorious era, n'est-ce pas? We've found the means. I only ask that you trust me.
Trust? You'd have me scale the Eiffel Tower of all things to use my diamond to unleash the depths of myth. While you stand at a safe distance and watch? That's your brilliant plan?
I admit we made a mistake, mademoiselle. But I've discovered the truth. The depths of myth don't lie below, but above. Altitude represents ascension, a primordial image as old as civilization itself. That is why you must reach the peak of the city's tallest structure. There, all of Paris, perhaps even the entire world, will transcend, if my theory proves correct.
Theories, theories, theories. Ugh, what torture it is to listen to you. And what of you, madame? Why are you staring at me like that? Your gaze is nauseating. Stop it. Are you even listening to me?
I am.
I never really understood any of the songs she sang. That's why I didn't bother to say anything. But I could tell she had a beautiful voice, the kind any singer would envy. She has a real sweet tooth, particularly for macaron. I've seen her eat a whole box in one go. But not just any old macaron. Only Ladurées will do. I often had to plan our trips around the store on the Champs-Élysées. Lucky for me, Felicienne was a late riser, or else I'd have had to race all the way from the bakery to her place every morning. But what she was eating, they weren't macarons, were they? Madame Boaniche, please tell me, what did she do to me?
She stole your fate. Her original self perished long ago within the depths of myth. The spirit that found you was only a remnant, a mere shadow clinging to a world in which she no longer belonged. She longs to live again, even if it is only as a parasite.
What about those memories we shared? Were they all just illusions?
Some were true experiences you shared as your streams of fate merged. Others were but fabrications. The nuance can be difficult to discern without careful observation.
You've really confused me, Madame. What side are you on?
I am a watcher of the streams of fate, not a participator in them. I take no sides.
But you can do more than watch. You already have. You were the one that told me about this inevitable death. And then, Cilia really did end up dead. You know exactly what's going to happen to me. You know everything, don't you?
It is not nearly as simple as you might imagine, Adele. To observe a stream is to see only its curves and eddies, the ripples of importance. I see the path, but not every moment along it. That is itself sufficient for me to ascertain one's eventual fate. There are rarely any exceptions.
You said rarely. So, there are exceptions?
An exception, yes. I told you about her, did I not? I had been drifting along the streams of fate when I saw a girl who resembled me, who in some part came from me. It was quite a revelation. I saw where our streams merged long before she was born, and I knew I would name her Matilda. That she would grow up to be kind, brave, and truly gifted. I followed her through every turn and every ripple to the very end. Then I looked away. I stopped watching.
The way you describe it? It sounds strange, Madame. Almost cruel. As if you've ignored her in the present because you're afraid of her future.
I studied the entirety of her stream, every moment of her fate. It seemed enough. But then, something peculiar happened. In the final moments of this millennium, there was a certain kind of rain. Since that time, the streams of fate have lost their clarity. At times they are muddied, at others interrupted, twisted into vortexes. As they began to shift, so too did everything else. The fates I had seen had taken a new form. Nothing was the same. Soon, Felicien will complete Roseau's ritual. Once that happens, your spirit will rest forever here in this car, and a calamity would fall upon Paris. All the visions I saw end here.
You're implying something, aren't you? Are you saying that my fate isn't set in stone?
I am simply stating what I saw. Many who learn of their fates become passive to them, hoping that by inaction they might avoid their consequences. Others are driven to attempt, however vainly, to change it. How you interpret this prophecy is entirely up to you.
Then there's still a chance for me to leave this car, n'est-ce pas?
This is a spiritual haven, a place which belongs to you alone. Once you leave, you may find salvation hidden within the currents, or a fate far worse than death.
I don't want to know what lies in wait for me. What I want is to get out of here and destroy the diamond, just as I promised. I won't fail again. You know a way to let me out, no? You wouldn't be here otherwise. Please, madame, tell me. Whatever future you're hoping to see, it will never happen if I give up now.
Even in the face of oblivion, you would try to change your fate. Go then.
Merci. I'll see you around, Madame Boaniche.
So, where is this so-called fate you've been waiting for? You've seen the end already, n'est-ce pas? The only one possible, anyway. My triumph. You prophets are all the same. My family bankrolled a dozen frauds like you, yet not one ever foresaw the revolution. You ought to have dedicated yourself to the guiding one instead.
You speak because you seek my direction. You wish to unravel the secrets of resurrection.
You're clever for a prophet. Of course, that's my goal. I wouldn't allow those bungling followers to take credit for such a discovery. I must determine the truth before anyone else.
North, that is where your path leads. But know that there are consequences to what you seek. You will not emerge from it the same.
Spare me the theatrics. I shan't be intimidated. You've pointed the way. I have no more need of you. Whatever consequences lie ahead depend on me, on my actions, not some puddle of fate. Au revoir, madame. Let us see what the all-seeing lady has seen for us.
Goodbye, Adele. I look forward to seeing what comes of your actions. To seeing another prove me wrong.